Now hold on, may we call. Madam, I beg shift with camera, shift with phone. Most of these things no dey go. Please, I beg. Before we cause anything for ourselves, shift. Now they say you should not take, but don't let it go to the
Okay, please, you can start.
Good day, everyone. We are students of Edgerley Girls Secondary in Calabar. We are here to present an experiment which demonstrates how plastic waste can be recycled into more useful products like diesel fuel. A process known as pyrolysis, which involves the plastic fuel technology in accordance to this CAT, which says ending plastic pollution globally. Thank you.
Recognizing need and demand for plastic waste disposal, it is essential to convert waste materials into meaningful products. Most of these waste materials can be converted into little automobile fuels through the use of pyrolysis. Now, running through your mind the need of what is pyrolysis. Well, pyrolysis is the process of heating up organic materials in a very high temperature in the absence of heat. Of course, there is no combustion because of the absence of oxygen. Now, this thermal degradation of these waste materials in the absence of oxygen produces a recyclable material such as oil, wax, chaff, and also combustible gases. Now, most of these waste materials that are converted through the pyrolysis reduces the rate of waste sent to landfill and also decreases the environmental impacts of waste disposals. Now, next, PPO. You might be wondering, what is PPO? PPO means plastic pyrolytic oil. Plastic pyrolytic oil has a higher density and velocity than the usual standard diesel fuel. The parameters of this PPO tend to be in different derivatives with temperature, the rate, the pyrolytic reactor, etc. Now, this PPO tends to have a lower flash process and it also settles index. Thank you. There are three types of pyrolysis: the conventional, fast, and flash pyrolysis. In our experiment today, we will be carrying out the conventional type of pyrolysis. This is because the conventional type of pyrolysis is slow, safer, and practiced mostly in school laboratories. Since pyrolysis requires a high amount of heat, a pyrolytic reactor is needed, and the pyrolytic reactor here is our pressure pot. In it contains the feedstock. The feedstock here refers to the waste material. The C connector is connected from the gas cylinder to the Bunsen burner placed beneath a tripod stand aids to increase the temperature. As a result of that, more than one Bunsen burner can be connected. The condenser here serves as a cooling system, as it cools the vapor that rises from the pyrolytic reactor, which is our pressure pot. The condenser has two pipes. The first pipe here is the water inlet. The water inlet receives water from the water source. The next pipe here is the water outlet, and the heated water passes through this pipe. In pyrolysis, when the feedstock decomposes completely, vapor rises from this pyrolytic reactor, passes through the condenser, and comes out as liquid. The liquid produced is the plastic pyrolytic oil. The plastic pyrolytic oil is what is going to be produced, and it will be contained by a beaker. The PPO, plastic pyrolytic oil, is the end product of this experiment. Thank you.
Other countries using or applying the plastic fuel. Yes, for instance, Kenya. The Kenya's national airline is producing diesel fuel from plastic waste, aiming to reduce pollution and offer cheap fuel prices. Netherlands has also ensured plastic fuel technology. Other countries like China, India, Indonesia, and South Korea are also part of the global efforts to explore plastic fuel solutions. United States, Germany, Japan, Australia, and UK are actively researching and developing technologies for plastic fuel conversion. For instance, a company in New York has developed a process which can directly convert unwashed and unsorted plastic into ultra-clean and ultra-low sulfur, which is used as diesel fuel or even natural gas. With this, we suggest that cross-river state governments can adopt the plastic fuel technology to reduce the emission of carbon dioxide, which contributes to global warming, and also to reduce plastic waste.
Okay. You want to?
Show that woman.
Some of the end products, right? Starting from what you do. This is the end product. This is what you can bring out. And what do you use this for?
One set of because it cannot undergo its it needs to go through a lot of process before it can be used in generators and everything. It actually dissolve well. It needs to go through a lot of processes before it can be used as a material. If not, it contributes to engine love.
So this one will still go through another process to really bring out the gas out of it to enable you use it as what? Fuel? Yes. Or kerosene? Is it fuel or diesel fuel?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So please, I want to know what is the raw material you are using in there?
The raw material we're using in there is the feedstock.
What is the feedstock? I want to see it practically.
It's your own. We can't see you. I don't know what I'm going to do.
I don't know if we could just come back a little bit. Please, let's shift back a little bit.
Interrupting what I'm doing.
Please,
I
if
want
you're
some
not a
of
judge, let us see.
Please, let's come back a little so we can see.
this is your end product. What do you call this?
Feedstock.
Is it plastic?
Yes.
It's
Is that
plastic.
biscuit? Is that plastic?
Is this thing?
It's not plastic.
I want to know. This is what you use.
Yes.
Who can tell me the theme of this year's environmental product? It's okay. This is it's in plastic. Okay, can you give me some, 2 or 3? Because and what other thing can you use? 1 or 2? They say this is their end product. This is what when they put fire, they had explained. You call it what?
We will see the process.
They say this one has to go through another refinery to make it into what do you call the gas? Sorry? Diesel fuel.
What are they saying? Do it.
That it has to go through.
So why bring something? So why do you bring the complex thing that you can't show us?
Because it's just
This is what you did, right? Okay.
No, we need
Is
to
there
know
any
what is
other
called them,
information?
Like
No problem. It's okay.
there is actually a
Is there
video.
any other thing you can give us? Any other thing? Thank you very much.